Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. Today is October 21st. It's a Wednesday. I'm Deb Gillard, your host of the program, and you're not going to see a lot of me on this program because we're going to head out on location. But first, I'll let you know where, of course, you can find the Owatonna Today Show. We are locally here in the Owatonna area on Charter Channel 181. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're at thirdhandvideo.com. You can find us in all of those places. If you like us on Facebook, you then get notifications when the new shows are up and running. And of course, if you have ideas, suggestions for guests or show topics or information that we pass along at the end of the program, please do get that to Leanne 390-5751, or better yet, to the email address owatonnatoday@charter.net, and she'll be happy to get that information on and consider those suggestions as well. As I mentioned, I'm not on a lot for this program because Owatonna Today went out on location with Bob Olson, hosting a visual tour of the proposed improvements for the Owatonna School District. So we're going to take a break for our supporters, and that's going to pretty much encompass the entire show. So please watch and enjoy, and I'll see you back towards the end.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Larry Pierce, and I play Charlie Baker.
And I'm April May Spring, and I play Catherine Sims in LTO's current production of The Foreigner, directed by Kathy Rush and sponsored by United Prairie Bank.
Performances of The Foreigner will be held Friday and Saturday, October 16th and 17th at 7:30 p.m., with a matinee on Sunday, October 18th at 2 p.m.
And again, the following Thursday through Saturday, October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at 7:30 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at the Little Theater of Owatonna.org. Don't miss LTO's production of The Foreigner.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Leanne and I are here with Bob Olson, the director of... It's a mouthful.
Director of Facilities, Infrastructure, and Security.
For the school district. And as you probably know, there's a bond referendum coming up, which you will be voting on November 3rd. And so we wanted to show you a visual tour of some of the changes that are being proposed, what that bond is going to fund. So that's what we're doing here right now on this chilly day.
Beautiful out, isn't
at Willow Creek. 6th grade. We're standing in the parking lot. For a reason. Why don't you explain that to the people, Bob?
Well, some of the because it's nice and warm out here. Actually, on part of our deferred maintenance that we'll be looking at some of the schools is parking lot repair. This facility alone has had lots of repair done on it. And as Leanne is panning down over there, you can kind of see some of that stuff. Now, that's just a part of what we're going to be doing out at Willow Creek and at the other buildings. It's not the main part, but if we let our parking lots go,
and our sidewalks
too. Sidewalks go. They cause trip hazards, and they cause a lot of issues that people may have when they're driving in with their vehicles or just walking on.
Damage to the car, people. Can I tell you that doesn't look that bad? But when we were driving over here. There's some bumps.
There are.
As we came down the sidewalk, there were some significant gaps, and I'm thinking of little ones tripping and falling, me tripping and falling.
Right.
older people especially are
Correct.
very concerned about fall hazards.
Yep. And that's some of the things that we have to worry about. But
And they're so basic. How did we get to the point where that's what we're looking at here? Basics.
Basically what we're looking at is we have a budget of about $345,000 or $350,000 a year to fix things like this. A lot of times, big fixes like this will cost more than that, and there goes your whole budget all at once.
Just on maintenance of roads and sidewalks and
maintenance, yeah. So we have a lot of questions about how did we get to this level?
Yes.
Well, if you take a look at your house, you have things that are happening in your house. They're getting older, and you need to fix those. Well, a lot of times your budget doesn't allow you to fix everything, and that's kind of the way we are at the school district. We have 10 buildings. We have over, 10 buildings. I believe it's like 1,500 or 500, 1,500 homes, square foot homes. That's how big we are.
That's huge.
Yeah, we have 900,000 square feet that we need to take care of. And if you take a look at the $345,000, that's not a lot.
No.
So that's how our deferred maintenance has gotten to this level. And it's that way throughout the state. There's multiple schools throughout our state that are doing the exact same thing we are.
And how long has it been since we've really done some major not overhauls, but really improvements that are necessary for our school buildings?
Well, we do it. We do them every year.
Sure.
What we don't have is the huge ones that we've had. The last time we did a bond was back in '96 and '97.
Okay.
Where we've had additions. And speaking of additions, the building we're sitting at right now at Willow Creek, 6th grade building, will become with the yes vote, will become a K-5 building. So we will take the back side of this building and we will do an addition back there, add about 12 classrooms, and that'll become a K-5 building.
Why do we need a K-5 building here? Why does this not need to be the 6th grade?
Because you take a look at where we're at right now. We're looking at taking Washington offline as a K-5 building. And then Washington students will move to another one of the buildings, whether it's this one or another building that we have in the district.
What happens to Washington?
Washington will become, we're going to use it for a couple other, it could be the ALC, it could be the early childhood, special education. So we're going to use it for different programs throughout the district. We're just not repurposing, not just for K-5, yeah.
Okay. What else is happening here? Because one of the things that I noticed that was on the initiative, at least the suggestions, was security measures.
Right.
As our head of security.
Yes, we will be at all of the buildings. We will be making sure we have secure vestibules. And those are your front entrances. Because right now, and we'll take a look at this in a couple of the schools as we move forward with the video, you can walk into our schools and head right into the heart of the school and not even the office
see a body.
Office won't even know you're there.
So we want to know who's coming in and from where they're coming in, and at least have some checkpoints going on.
So we'll be looking at that. We'll also be upgrading camera systems or adding camera systems to schools. We're really pushing the K-8. This whole bond is for K-8. It's mainly it's not for the high school.
Not for the high school. Okay,
No.
so that's taken off. There was a lot of commotion about that in the past one. So that's taken off the table. Not talking high school,
Correct.
just
We're
basics for the
K-8.
elementary. Okay,
K-8.
K through
The
8.
three things we're really looking at is deferred maintenance, safety and security, and then overcrowding.
Okay. Well, let's find out about some of those things. Let's talk about that. Why don't we head out and address some of those issues next?
That sounds good.
Bob and I have relocated to the junior high school, and tell us where we are, Bob, and why are we at the junior high? What are we doing here?
Well, we are in the basement of the junior high in the boiler room. And the reason we're in the boiler room is because part of our deferred maintenance that we will be having, with the yes vote, is we will be replacing or upgrading boilers from steam boilers to hot water boilers.
Why do we need to do that?
Hot water boilers are much more efficient. They hold their temperatures a lot better when they're pushing water out to the ends of the buildings. Steam, the farther you go with steam, the less you get. So you have to boil it a lot more, which means the burners are running and they're a lot less efficient. So what we're trying to do is we're really trying to become more efficient. We're also trying to upgrade these things. As you can see behind us, this thing was here in the 60s.
This is looking like older than me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's old. There's no question about it. So, you take a look at furnaces at home. They run normally 20 years, and then you have to start thinking about replacing them. These things are over 50 years old. They're great. They're great boilers, but I tell you what, they're just not efficient as they could be.
Technology has changed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Boilers nowadays, new boilers will come in, and they will be, honestly, they're like this big.
For a building this size?
For a building. You'd probably have two of them. But right now, these things are taking up a lot of space. and they're taking up a lot of energy. And we will be looking at replacing these to get the more efficient models and the upgraded ones to make it better for our kids in the classrooms.
And what about maintenance-wise? Is it just easier to maintain a system that isn't quite this huge and old?
Yes, I know. These things, we have a crews that go through here and clean these things, and it's a full summer doing all of our boilers. The new ones, it takes maybe half the time. So, yeah, that's some of the reasons. The other thing you look at is not just because they're old, but they're not great when you're on one end of the building. It might be really hot, and the other end it might be really cool. With the new technology we have, it's a pretty constant temperature, so it's optimal learning capabilities for the kids. It's not just we're freezing in this room and then we're heating. I
remember our kids saying that, and I was like, what is going on with that? But that makes perfect sense. If the heat diminishes as it travels, and so I can understand that. We have a boiler in my house, and it's probably about the size you just said, but it's heating like a 2,000 square foot house. So they're not that efficient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not that efficient. What else are we doing here at the junior high school?
The junior high, we'll be doing some safety and security upgrades as well. So we will be adding we will not be doing a full secure vestibule like we're at the elementaries where there could be additions made to it. But what we will be doing, and here we got one of the pumps running on us right now in the background. What we will be doing, we have a community service officer that we do utilize from the Owatonna Police Department at the high school and at the junior high school. So we will not have to have as much in the form of additions for that, but we will be adding security systems, whether it comes with camera systems or new bells or new intercom system, things like that here. And then we will also be doing an addition to house our sixth graders at the junior high also.
Okay.
So we'll be going out to look at where that'll be going here in a little bit.
Yeah, and I wanted to look at there are portables out there too, which is also security related in a matter.
Right.
Why don't we check those out so we can get away from this boiler noise? Okay. So we are now here, Bob and I and Leanne, at what they call the portables, the temporary classrooms for the kids. How long have we had these?
Portables have been here, the temporary portables, 30 years, approximately 30 years. So, yeah, this is the area of the junior high where we are anticipating, these portables will not be here any longer, but we're anticipating the new addition of the junior high with sixth grade coming out to probably be out back here.
Okay.
And what will the addition consist of?
The addition will consist of, we need to make it big enough for approximately 350 to 400 students. So we'll make sure that we don't have all the specifications done yet because we want to make sure we get a yes vote, and then the planning will start for that.
Can't spend the money before you get it.
Cannot spend the money. We don't want to plan for something that may not happen.
Right.
So we're anticipating a yes vote and hoping for a yes vote. But the sixth grade's coming out here. We will make it big enough to house at least 400 students, or 375 to 400 students.
Okay. Why do we need to replace these portables that have served so well for 30 years?
I'm not sure they've served so well. I mean, they've done their job, but as you can see when Leanne panned down here, they're starting to fall apart. And actually, the other portable that we have right now only has electricity on half of it right now. For some reason, the electricity is not going, and that's why we're going to start looking at replacing these.
Okay. Well, yeah. Plus, there's a security.
And they're not.
If my kids are in here, they're left out in the.
They're not great for educating kids right now either.
Well, it's a little chilly out, and so we're going to get going. Please stay with us. After a word from our sponsors, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kim Schaffenbuhl, Director of United Way of Steele County. I invite you to live united by giving, advocating, and volunteering to ensure that the building blocks of a good quality of life, education, income, and health are strong and stable in our community. We all have a stake in creating a healthy, prosperous community. We all win when children succeed in school, workers have steady jobs, and families have good health. United Way of Steele County is working to make this happen, and we can't do it without your help. Please give generously to this year's campaign.
Don't let the cold winter weather stop you from exercising. Keep up your fitness program at the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. We offer a variety of different membership packages available on daily, monthly, and yearly basis. We also have a variety of programs and services to help the newest of members get started and to help those who have been around for a while improve on what they are doing. The Tennis and Fitness Center participates in insurance reimbursement programs with a variety of different insurance providers that could make you eligible for up to $20 credit each month. For more information about the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center, call us at 444-4290.
Hi, I'm Ron Clancher with Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete. We support the Owatonna Today Show, and so should you.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Deb Gillard. And I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Senior Living Solutions.
We are assisted living and Alzheimer's and dementia care communities here in Owatonna, and formerly known as Clare Bridge and Sterling House.
And we are proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. Bob Olson and I are here at McKinley Elementary School. And what are some of the concerns here at McKinley?
Well, one of the major concerns is our safety and security. And we're going to kind of show how people can come into our front doors and at this building and some of our other buildings as well and head straight into the classroom areas without the office even seeing them. But we are really trying to enhance our security at all the buildings. And this is just something I thought we could show and let the people at home see how people can actually come into our buildings, head out, and we don't even know they're in the building if they really wanted to do it that
All
way.
right, well, let's see. We might not be undetected because we have the former principal, but we're gonna do this walkthrough and see what happens, okay?
Yes. So this is the main front door, so people would come in.
Thank
and
you.
Off to our right is the office, but if we wanted to, we could continue in right here, and we could continue straight down this hallway, and we are now in the school, and the office does not know we're here. If we take a right down around the corner there, we could head down, we'd be in the lunchroom, we'd be down where 4th and 5th grade is, and then if you come all the way back around the other side, we've now hit every piece of the building, and we'd be right back here.
So
in
just
this spot.
enter the heart of the school and have access to everything
And we don't
without...
know you're in the building.
Yep, and there's no window there for them to see on this on the entrance side.
Correct.
Okay, so that's one of the things
So
we need to address.
That's one of the things we're really trying to address is on the safety and security. And again, we're doing camera systems. We'll be doing card systems. Hey, bud, you got on TV. That's awesome.
So help us understand then what is going to be done to make this safer.
We will be possibly doing an addition right out here. So what we'll do is we'll take, and we can maybe walk back out here, and if Leanne wants to pan back to here, there will be an addition made straight outside this doorway here, which will be another set of doors.
Okay.
The current doors that we just walked through will be locked, and there'll be another set on the outside, and then there'll be a hole probably cut into that wall that'll make us go straight into the office. So you can't come through these doors. You can exit this way, but you cannot come into the building without going through the doors into the office area first to check in.
Okay, so it sounds like really an upgrade here because there's already an existing infrastructure that
Right.
they just need to modify to make it safer.
Right, and we're doing the least amount that we have to make it safe for the kids and the staff that are in the buildings.
Okay.
So really, we have this here, but then we're also going to be doing an addition to this building to get rid of the portable that we have out there for art and music right now. So what we can do is maybe we can head out to that direction and take a look at it and show you where we're going to be doing an addition.
Okay, let's look at that. All right, well, join us there. So we're standing outside here and we're looking at portables.
We're looking at the portable way in the background that houses art and music right now. And then over here to our left is our gymnasium. And at McKinley, what we are looking to do is an addition. We'll be adding a new gymnasium and we'll be adding 2 classrooms to replace the portable that's out there.
And why do we need to do that?
Why do we need to do that? Well, portables are not the best place to be teaching kids. You can see the distance that they have. And most of the time when the students go out to the portables, they go in the hallway here and you can see how long of a walk it is down. And that's a pretty big disruption. Every half an hour, there's at least 2 classrooms, or probably 4 classrooms passing by each other. And that disrupts the learning that's going on in the classrooms as they're going out. So portables are not great for learning. That's why they're temporary. So we're going to look at replacing them with 2 classrooms and then a new gym to replace the really small gym that we have on the other end of the building.
Okay, and how old are those portables?
Those portables are this is the second year. So when all-day, everyday kindergarten was added to the schools, we had to find spaces because we didn't have any space. So that's why we had to put the portables up to accommodate all-day, everyday kindergarten.
And we absolutely had to do that because
we had to do it state mandated. Yep. And then I think another thing we're looking at, we're going to transition into the lunchroom to take a look at, see why we are adding new gym space.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So we have relocated to the lunchroom.
Yep.
I can smell that we're in the lunchroom.
Yep.
What do we need to know about this place?
You said lunchroom. This is a lunchroom for 2 hours of the day, but it's also, this is our big gym. And as you can see, it's really not that big.
Big is a misnomer.
It is a misnomer, yes it is. But you can see how busy it is in here and how busy it was out in the hallway. And really what we're looking at doing is when we need a larger gymnasium so our teachers can teach Phi Ed. And really what people don't understand is our gymnasium schedule and our Phi Ed schedule basically runs our full schedule for our school, which includes our reading blocks and our math blocks. And that is something that we really need to make sure that we're keeping pretty sacred. Because for 2 hours of the day, right now between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, we cannot have Phi Ed in here. So that means teachers cannot be on their prep time and they have to have reading during a different part of the day, which is not great for learning.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. So for learning purposes and scheduling purposes, how is having a bigger gym helpful to this?
A bigger gym will allow us to have Phi Ed classes going on during lunch. And right now we can't do that. So that will help out with the scheduling of reading and math as well. So right now we have one gym, which is kind of small, and another room that's called a playroom, which is tiny. So we're having second and third graders in a space not even half this size. So and Phi Ed is a curriculum. It's no longer just throwing a ball out there to run around.
Especially these days with kids spending so much time sitting.
It really is, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to head off somewhere else next.
That
So
sounds good.
stay with us. Over to Lincoln.
Yep.
We are here at Lincoln Elementary School, and Bob, once again, what are we doing here at Lincoln?
We are here to take a look at what we're going to be adding on to Lincoln, and really it's a lot of the same things as we did at McKinley. We're going to be adding a gymnasium, we're going to be adding an art room, we're going to be adding a music room, and then we will also be, as you can see, we're standing in the front entryway.
I can't believe this is the front. This is the main entrance. This is
to the building, and look how busy it is. We have a book fair going. We've got stuff down here we're standing in the middle of. We have things stored in the hallway. We have lunch going on. We have parents coming in. Classrooms will be coming in a second. So yeah, it's pretty busy, but you know, we're looking at that room in there, their lunchroom is their big gym. And like we talked about at McKinley, we need that space for Phi Ed, and that's the reason for adding on the gymnasium space, because right now we would be able to have Phi Ed going on in the new gym. This will still be a gymnasium space when it's not being used for lunch. So that's kind of the main reason we're doing what we're doing. And we have kids coming in, throwing stuff in there. We're okay. The other thing we'll be doing is this front entryway will be remodeled for security reasons as well. Because as you can see, you come straight in.
Yes,
there's the school.
Here you are. You've got immediate access to everything.
Exactly. So we'll be doing a little bump out over here. So when parents come in and visitors come in, they'll be coming into the building and go straight into the office.
Okay.
Area.
So more secure than that. And behind us are portables, which are also kind of out there, and again, not very secure to have the kids away from the building in their own little.
Not real secure and not real great for kids. I mean, it's a lot of wasted space or a lot of wasted time going between classrooms, you know, so there's a lot of learning time that gets taken up having to walk all the way out there. And again, portables are not optimal learning areas.
Well, I'm imagining if it's really super cold out and how am I going to get amped up once I sit in that classroom?
Francy, you're cold today and it's nice.
So, what I think, because I didn't quite understand this, you were talking to me about the fact that the reason we have these staggered lunch things and stuff, and the reason we need to be able to have that additional space is because optimal learning times for kids for reading and math, right now, we're not able to achieve that because of the way the lunch schedule is dictating.
Correct. Because of the way we can't have Phi Ed during the lunch hour, we have to have it at other times during the day, and we'd rather have kids in reading and math instead of at lunch, or instead of at Phi Ed at that particular time of the day.
What's happening at Wilson?
What's happening at Wilson?
What is happening at Wilson? Leanne wants to know, and so do you.
What's happening at Wilson? Wilson's going to get some deferred maintenance stuff taken care of, and they'll be getting health and safety, or safety and security pieces, an additional front entryway and things like that. We're not doing any additions to Wilson at this time because they're a pretty big school as it is.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sensing a theme of a lot of safety, security,
deferred maintenance, overcrowding. Correct.
And overcrowding. If this is not an example of that, I don't know.
Exactly.
And this is the lunch stuff that they take from their classroom here to then. Okay.
Right.
You know, we should probably just remind people why we're visiting all of these places today, right?
Well, we have an upcoming vote on November 3rd, and we are hoping to educate our public enough so they all get out and vote. You know, we want educated voters. We don't want people going out voting because they're mad about something. We want them to be educated as to why are we doing this, what are the needs. So if they vote yes, that's great. If they vote no, that's great. But you know what? We really just want people to get out to the polling places. Okay. And those polling places you can find right on our website at Owatonna, what is it? www.owatonna.k12.mn.us. And you can go right on our website, click on the referendum, and you can find out where you vote. So thank you for having us on today.
Absolutely, and we'll have all that information on the Owatonna Today Show Facebook page too. Thank you for joining us. We would like to just say come and see us next time.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to Transitional Housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, my name is Ryan Gillespie with Bremer Bank Mortgage. By trusting your home loan needs to Bremer Bank, you are guaranteed a personalized, straightforward, and honest experience from application to closing. We look forward to guiding you through your next home purchase or refinance.
Time to wrap up on this Wednesday, October 21st, with a reminder of Owatonna in support of Alzheimer's Art for Hope this coming Saturday, 7 to 10 o'clock at the Owatonna Arts Center. Tickets for that available at Kottke Jewelers, the Elks Club, and Owatonna in support of Alzheimer's members. Owatonna Foundation applications for their non-traditional scholarship due date is October 25th. Please remember that. That deadline is coming up very, very quickly. You can go to their website or call Jill Holmes at 455-3059. Riverbend Nature Center is having their next homeschool program called Geology Rocks. That will be October 26th from 2 to 3:30. Students will be learning about the geology of the area by exploring Riverbend's on-site quarry and many other things. So please call them if you're interested in that, 332-7151. Coming up on Friday's program, we'll have representatives here talking about Shock and their Red Ribbon Week, and also representatives from the Owatonna Police Department filling us on things that are happening there. So please join us on Friday. Have a great day.